Update on the Olinea line of electric cars that Mexico is going to be producing in the next few years, which I'm really excited for this update. The car nerd in me is just getting giddy right now. So it was announced that there's going to be 3 vehicles. They showed us a preliminary design. This is not the permanent designs. The first vehicle is going to be a small personal transport vehicle. The next one is going to be a medium-sized 4-seater family vehicle. They're like little smart cars. It's adorable. And then the third one, which is the cool one that I really, really love, is going to be like a little box truck. All the other car nerds out there will know them as K cars, K trucks. So Mexico's basically getting an all-electric K truck that's going to be produced all in Mexico, which is really cool. So a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, Olinea, Mexico's new electric car is going to be taking out Tesla. And it's like, first off, fuck Tesla. Second of all, they're not even aiming at the same target demographic. Tesla doesn't give a fuck about producing small, affordable electric vehicles. And to be honest, Olinea is not even going to be targeting anybody that any of these other electric vehicle companies are targeting. They're not even targeting other electric vehicles. Their competition is small scooters and motorcycles, because small scooters and motorcycles are one of the easiest and most affordable and practical ways to get around through Mexico as that entry level vehicle that you get for you, yourself, or your family, right? Which is cool and it's funny in the memes and all that other stuff, but they're dangerous as fuck. And there's a lot of accidents that happen on the small scooters and motorcycles. So I know that from personal experience. I drove a scooter in Mexico when I was in middle school and got into an accident from a taxi that didn't want to stop. So it's a problem, right? So that's the really cool part about that. The other really cool part about that is that they're going to be affordable. Yes, there's going to be a lot of low interest or maybe no interest rate financing, I'm sure, but they're going to be brand new, $5,000 to $8,500. I'm assuming $8,500 is what the little K truck is going to be, which I'm good. I'm excited about that one. And it's not out of the ordinary for Mexico to produce vehicles. We've been producing vehicles for 80 years. 20% of all the manufacturing that happens in Mexico is automotive related, whether it be auto parts or whether it be full assembly of vehicles for pretty much every major vehicle company that exists in the US. They have a production plant and factories in Mexico. So the skill set is there, the know-how is there, the infrastructure is ready to go, right? The other cool part is, and I know I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, the one about university patents or Mexico patents going to universities, something along those lines, is that the universities are the ones that are leading the charge on how this is going to be developed. Everything from the business plan to what the design of the battery is going to be like to, there's a lot of technological know-how and engineers in Mexico. So there is the technical institutes, el Politécnico Instituto Nacional, which is the campus that is close to my grandma's home that I used to go to a lot as a kid to go play soccer and to go run around and play football. That university also legendary for cranking out engineers, but it was also started in a very revolutionary way when Mexico nationalized its oil. That was the first university that was set up to develop the technology to extract that oil, right? So they're going to be doing that. That part is really cool. They're also going to be working with private manufacturers and anybody else who does electric vehicles. They're going to be working with everybody there. The goal is to have it be all built and assembled in Mexico. The other really, really cool part that I love is how they're going to go about the assembly. So all 3 of these vehicles are sharing the same platform, which is the wheel, where the wheels and where the body gets bolted and stuck to, right? So that platform is going to be the same across all 3 vehicles. The only thing that's going to change is the wheelbase, the distance between the wheels. And it's going to share the same battery pack. It's going to share a lot of the same components. And then the body that goes on top is the one that's going to change. So what they're saying is that they want to have a few central factories that are going to be cranking out the frames or cranking out the batteries or cranking out the bodies. And then those are going to get shipped all across the nation. And in the nation, I'm assuming it's going to be like car dealerships that are going to be everywhere. And it would be like if a car dealership is assembling all of the cars there on site. So you'll have local and regional assembly plants that are just that are getting shipments of this stuff and assembling your vehicle there on site. And the reason they do it like that is because it's a lot cheaper to ship out 20 frames and they take up less space than it is to ship out 20 fully built cars across the nation, right? So it's a cost-effective strategy. It creates jobs, not just there in that factory. It creates jobs literally in all the other regions where they set up those assembly plants. So it's disarticulated production. And that part's really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to whipping up in a K truck with a flat, with a spoiler wing on it and a body wrap kit on it with some nice wheels dumped onto the ground, dragon frame. And I'm really looking forward to that, man.